When the F-22 Raptor entered service in 2005, it almost looked alien because it had capabilities never seen on a fighter before it or on any fighter since. This aircraft brought unrivaled air dominance to the United States and was in a league of its own. The F-22 was the world's first fifth-generation fighter aircraft, and although there have been 3 other fifth-generation fighters to enter service since then, the Raptor remains a persistent fighter in the skies. However, the U.S. Air Force wants to retire it. Why retire the world's deadliest fighter aircraft? The answer is not so simple. Simply put, the Raptor makes a good case, but so does the fighter it aims to replace, after half a century of Cold War drama between Washington and Moscow. The U.S. has finally realized that air superiority is an untapped gem for both sides. The U.S. called in almost all of its largest defense companies and invested billions of dollars to build a fighter that couldn't be beaten, so the F-22 Raptor was created. Born armed with the impressive ability to dictate war, stealth refers to how invisible an aircraft is to enemy defense systems such as radar. The Raptor is built to remain stealthy when locked. Martin paid attention to the smallest details to achieve this, from hiding the hinges to the entire fuselage. The fighter actively cools its front end and is equipped with a flat thrust vectoring nozzle to reduce infrared emissions and ultimately minimize the threat of heat-seeking missiles. The Raptors are coated with a radar-absorbing material to absorb as many radar waves as possible and to prevent them from alerting their operators to foreign presence. To ensure the Raptor remains stealthy in the skies, the fighter is equipped with a signature assessment system to alert its operator when the radar signature is degraded and repairs are required. All of this combines to ensure the Raptor has and maintains a radar cross-section of 0.001 square meters. Power plants. The Raptor's power plant consists of 2 Pratt & Whitney F119 PW100 auxiliary turbofan engines producing a combined thrust of 70,000 pounds. The engine is closely spaced and incorporates a pitch-axis thrust vectoring nozzle for athletic-level agility. They pushed the fighter to a peak altitude of 50,000 feet, a top speed of Mach 2, and a maximum operating range of 2,000 miles. With this high speed and altitude, the Raptor is able to fly as fast and high as possible and can maneuver as needed to evade ground defenses and eliminate threats. Armament. To maintain its stealth profile, the F-22 typically stores its weapons internally. By default, these weapons are shared in one main bay and 2 side bays. In the main bay is a combination of advanced medium-range AIM-120 AMRAAM air-to-air missiles and GPS-guided JDAM bombs. Ammunition in the side bays are AIM-9 Sidewinder missiles, while an M61A2 Vulcan 20mm rotary cannon with 480 rounds is also embedded in the aircraft's right wing. When stealth is not a top priority, the Raptor is capable of externally carrying up to 5,000 pounds of additional ammunition on each of the 4 hardpoints under its wings. Costs and exports. With all these capabilities, the Raptor has been the world's most dominant fighter aircraft since it first entered service until today. They also made the Raptor the most expensive fighter aircraft in its history, with a unit cost of $350 million. The Raptor is so special to the Air Force that there is a federal law prohibiting it from being sold or exported to other countries. Meanwhile, America's second fifth-generation fighter, the F-35 Lightning II, is the most exported fifth-generation fighter in the world. However, despite their special status, the Raptors are scheduled to be retired and replaced in service with new fighters. Next Generation Air Dominance, NGAD. The sixth-generation fighter aircraft called Next Generation Air Dominance, NGAD, is the United States' sixth-generation program tasked with developing a suite of next-generation systems that will ensure air superiority for U.S. forces in the most challenging operational environments. Members of this family of systems include new stealth technologies, engines, weapons, UAVs, and manned vehicles. All other systems revolve around this fighter, and this is what will replace the F-22 Raptor. NGAD capabilities. The capabilities offered by the new fighter include advanced stealth that builds on the stealth technology of previous American aircraft. The NGAD fighter will take an overall triangular shape internally, hold its payload, and have no vertical stabilizers. This was the first fighter aircraft to have such a revolutionary design. Vertical stabilizers were always necessary to keep an aircraft airborne until the concept of active flow control became a reality in the B-2 spirit. Open architecture. Decades of history have taught the U.S. that an aircraft will always have room to improve no matter how advanced it is, especially with adversaries that are nearly on par day to day. Therefore, the NGAD fighter will come with an open architecture that will allow the fighter to carry out new upgrades easily and quickly. In this way, fighter aircraft will continue to adapt to new challenges on the battlefield introduced by opposing military advances. New weapon: NGAD fighters will be armed with the same weapons as the Raptor and more. Unlike the Raptor, NGAD fighters can use laser-directed energy weapons that eliminate threats by means of high-intensity lasers. In addition, NGAD fighter aircraft will be escorted to the battlefield by a team of loyal wingmen tasked with carrying out a series of side missions.